Thank you, Alona, and welcome everybody. It's so awesome that as we keep giving and moving in this community and connecting, that we keep seeing each other and it becomes a big family and connecting. And I was here at the last rally and we're all kind of looking at each other going now, hey, we really feel like tribe and family, and that's the whole point of coming together on freedom of choice and our rights to live naturally as free beings. I just thought it was appropriate for me to jump up now after the department, the police force, being an educator and having taught since 1989 in education. I think I officially left the education schooling system a number of years ago. I'm currently in early childhood education at the moment, but in an incredible bush, beautiful organic preschool. However, within that environment, I am still bound by what I cannot do as what I feel is my true duty of care. Okay, so duty of care in regards to the Department of Education is reporting mandatory, is putting up your immunisation, which is not an immunisation, it is a vaccination agenda. My true duty of care in my heart is, over the past 20 years of teaching or more, the changes that I have seen in their focus, in their attention, in their entire needs, their physical needs, their social needs and their emotional needs. I cannot tell you, as a tuned-in conscious parent and educator, what it does to your heart as you see those changes over this time of teaching, especially with the small ones. And my heart breaks every time I see another child that has a vaccination and I see what it's doing to them and how they shift in their behaviours within the environment. So I'm on a journey for the next 6 months on leave without pay to go and write a book on first aid, bush medicines, plant medicines, natural immunity, from east to west, with incredible Indigenous elders and wise women who know and have this knowledge, and integrate the whole plant medicine and the whole body support right across the top of Australia and down. And that's my journey for the next 6 months. And then who knows, I don't know if I'll come back and go back into that space of not being able to fulfil my duty of care as a parent and as a guardian of these children. I also just wanted to give a little tip. We've got high schools that are punching the vaccines and the agenda. I approached a high school, I approached the science teacher and the principal with very big concerns in regards to my daughter possibly entering high school next year on what is the information, what is the curriculum, and what is it that you teach our children on vaccinations. They told me they taught a little bit. I then said, well, I would like to give you and provide you with information so that you are operating in your duty of care in being the guardians of these children and respecting the rights that we all have in our choice to vaccinate or not to vaccinate, and that I was not happy with a one-sided information, even if it's a small curriculum block on what they were teaching on vaccinations. They were open to that, so I highly recommend that you approach every single high school you can across the whole of Australia, and that you email the principal, the science teachers, or any of the subject areas that are teaching on vaccines, and you give them, I would highly recommend episode 1 on the truth about vaccines. That's all it takes. The episode 1 will get them in, and you give them documentation and the facts, and you say this is your duty of care within this high school to not be promoting and pushing these vaccines on our children without informed consent to the child from 14 years and onwards, who now can make their own informed consent. That child must have correct informed consent on the school's agenda as well. So yeah, spread the word, hit the schools. I would even be hitting the directors of childcare centres and every single high school you can with the information. Thank you, and thank you for this amazing turnout. And I just had to say, I've got to say this because I love this. Patti Smith, the people have the power to redeem the work of fools. I love that.
Thank you, Donna. Lots of passion and lots of great advice for our schools, because as we know, schools next. So up next, schools.